The fiery destruction of Vladimir Putin's oil infrastructure is once again making headlines. This time, Ukraine has sent a powerful message directly to the Kremlin. In a meticulously planned wave of coordinated drone strikes, Kyiv has shattered key Russian oil facilities, setting off massive infernos that lit up the night sky and reverberated deep into Russian territory. These were not haphazard attacks. They are part of a calculated strategy to sever Russia's oil lifelines, dismantling them one blast at a time. Ukraine has learned that Western sanctions alone cannot cripple Moscow's energy empire. What truly inflicts damage is the precision targeting of its oil assets, and right now, Putin's once dominant oil economy teeters on the edge of collapse. One of the most significant blows landed in Sochi, located deep within Krasnodar Krai, more than 300 miles from the battlefront. Nestled near the city's airport lies Rosneft's Adler oil depot, a crucial hub containing thousands of tons of oil destined for either Russia's military or export to nations still willing to purchase Putin's crude. But over the weekend, that oil reserve turned into an uncontrollable firestorm. A Ukrainian drone strike ignited approximately 528,000 gallons, roughly 1,700 metric tons, of fuel. Despite the depot's impressive scale, with 41 massive storage tanks, Ukraine's precision proved that even Russia's most heavily guarded facilities remain within reach. In typical fashion, Russian officials attempted to twist the narrative. Krasnodar's governor, Mikhail Kotyakov, blamed the incident on drone debris, echoing the Kremlin's usual deflections. Yet, the truth was hard to disguise. Social media platforms overflowed with videos capturing the inferno, with one particularly striking clip showing a Ukrainian drone silently diving into the facility, unstoppable and devastatingly precise. The impact didn't just consume oil, it forced Sochi's airport to shut down, grounding flights and triggering panic among residents. And Sochi wasn't the only city under attack. Around the same time, Ukraine launched another wave of drones at Voronezh. 15 drones swept over the city and nearby areas. While Russia claimed to have shot down some, others penetrated defenses, striking private homes and, more critically, the Ananefta product oil storage site. Independent media such as New Sky and Al Jazeera confirmed hits on multiple strategic facilities, despite Russia's extensive air defenses and electronic warfare capabilities. Ukraine's campaign did not end there. Additional drone strikes targeted an oil refinery in Ryazan, a military airfield in Primorsko-Akhtarsk, and a Penza-based factory producing vital electronics for Russia's armed forces. These deep penetration strikes have become increasingly frequent. On August 2 alone, Russia claimed to have intercepted 338 drones, yet the scorched fuel tanks and damaged facilities told another story entirely. Ukraine's approach is straightforward: saturate Russian airspace with drones, attack from different directions, and overwhelm defenses until critical infrastructure is hit. Driving this onslaught is Ukraine's rapidly advancing drone technology. The country has moved beyond conventional tactics, deploying AI-powered mothership drones capable of carrying and releasing FPVs hundreds of miles into enemy territory, alongside systems designed to operate outside traditional radio ranges. These technological leaps mean that more oil depots will burn, more supply chains will be disrupted, and the operational tempo of Russia's military will slow with each passing month. For Ukraine, this is more than just disrupting the battlefield, it is a calculated act of economic warfare. Oil and gas revenues constitute nearly half of Russia's federal budget. By dismantling refineries, fuel depots, and pipelines, Ukraine is starving the Russian military of essential resources while slashing the profits that fund Putin's invasion. Since early 2025, Ukraine has managed to destroy nearly 10% of Russia's refining capacity, striking at the production of diesel, jet fuel, and other essential fuels critical to sustaining military operations. Western sanctions have only had a partial effect, as Russia has managed to bypass some restrictions through its shadow fleet of oil tankers and energy trade agreements with countries such as India and China. However, drone strikes are a different form of pressure, one that cannot be circumvented. A destroyed refinery is not easily replaced. Rebuilding takes time, resources, and security that Russia increasingly struggles to maintain. Each successful strike compounds the logistical difficulties for Russian commanders while deepening the Kremlin's economic strain. The statistics speak volumes. By mid-2025, Russia's oil revenues had dropped 17% compared to the previous year, with forecasts suggesting a potential 20% decline by year's end. Beyond the economic toll, these attacks carry a significant psychological weight. Every strike generates waves of fear across Russian social media, with dramatic explosion footage spreading rapidly. In Sochi, residents fled as massive fires burned, shattering the perception that safety still exists within Russia's borders. Ukraine's death by 1,000 cuts strategy is proving effective. Each attack saps Russia's military strength, undermines its economy, and erodes civilian morale. As Ukraine's drone fleet becomes more sophisticated, these operations will grow even more frequent and destructive. Putin's oil empire, once a source of national power, is now hemorrhaging resources at an alarming rate. The recent strikes on Sochi and Voronezh will not single-handedly end Russia's war effort, but they form part of an unyielding campaign pushing the Russian economy toward instability. Ukraine understands it cannot match Russia's manpower or industrial output in conventional warfare, but it doesn't need to. All it must do is keep the oil burning, and eventually, the gears of Putin's war machine will grind to a halt.